kind of sense tonight, kind of the fact that you came back and beat them after they won the first one? They won 11 in a row, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
What was it?
Just letting people know that that we still the team to beat.
You're confident, even though they're going in the #1 seed, that you guys are still the #1 team?
Very confident. There's been some ups and downs. A lot of our guys battling injuries. Our starting point guard, senior point guard, just got hurt today. But we still get team effort, and he'll be back soon. He's a warrior.
What did that say about you guys to beat them as well as they've been playing with Mike facing this in the whole game?
I mean, it says a lot about our team. It's not the first time we've been here. It's been a multiple situation where we had men down, key players like Mike missed a whole year without George and make the MAC championship. We're a resilient team and we got depth. And it's the key to win is just we all believe in each other regardless of who's out there.
Emmy, can you talk about the drive at 22 seconds left in the game when you made that 2 points? Got the lead 80-77.
At that point, I actually didn't even know the score. I just was being aggressive and just sticking to the game plan, not being passive like Coach always.
Emmy, do you like playing these guys?
Yeah.
Drive why?
Yeah, because I don't. I have no answer to that, but it's just great playing against these guys. It's a great rivalry. The past 9 years, and it's always been a battle ever since I've been here as a freshman.
I mean, you had a career high 28, but probably your biggest play was the block on Trey at the end of regulation. He looked like he had a step on you. Just take us through that play.
As soon as he had that step, I in my head, I was like, nah, he's not getting this game win on me after all we've been through. So I knew some plays I was lazy, but on that play, that was you. So
I told him that.
he told me that. Rhamel told me that.
Emmy, 17 in the first half, 6 in the second half at regulation time. Did Michael getting hurt affect your game, or did they do something in the second half to adjust you?
Second half, I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention to that. It was a team effort. Everybody was playing well. Tyler gave us huge minutes as a freshman. When our senior point guard went down, Rhamel got it going. George got it going second half. It was just a total team effort.
Both you guys from New York, I know it's got a lot of local players. Does it feel like a high school game or summer league game out there sometimes?
High school game.
That's why it's talent.
High school game you go to.
Familiar faces, not the skill level.
I mean, there's definitely people we've been playing with since young ages. You know, we all familiar with each other, and I think that just makes it a little more special. Just adding to the fact that it's a Manhattan Iona game, the fact that you're used to playing against these guys all the time, just makes it a little more interesting.
One of the, either one of you can answer this, but is there good-natured trash talk, bad-natured trash talk? Do you just not want to get each other's head and don't say anything? What is it like out there on the court a bit? Especially a night like tonight when the crowd, your fans are so behind you, and it was really one of the better environments.
I mean, we're a classic team. We don't do anything.
And so are they. So are they. Their kids are phenomenal. Tim has done a remarkable job because they win and they stay classy. And today a lot of people don't do that. Sean Armand's one of the classiest young men I've ever gone against. I'm really impressed with the Iona kids, as I'm our kids. And I think that's what makes this rivalry so special. You have great character young men who are great basketball players.
You guys hope to get another, see them again, possibly?
No. I didn't ask them.
I know you don't want to.
No, and no. I'm exactly this answer. No.
Rhamel, you missed those free throws at the end, but I'm sure Steve could forgive you because you wouldn't have had the ball if it wasn't for your rebounding at the end. Very aggressive rebounding. Just talk about the rebounding.
I mean, when you're lacking in certain areas of the game, you just try to do your best to make an impact. When somebody's not scoring, George had a rough game. He grabbed 11 rebounds and made it look easy. You just got to have some kind of impact on the game. You got to leave your imprint on the court, and that's what I try to do. Basically, just give my team a chance, even if I couldn't capitalize on free throws.
Anything else for the players?
Nope.
It's this rivalry has turned into something special. And I think it's one of the better rivalries in college basketball, regardless of level, because of the familiarity between the two teams. I cannot say how much respect I have for Tim Cluse. He's the coach of the year of this conference. He has done a phenomenal job. He just lost 2 players of the year, and they're the best team I've seen since I've been here. They're phenomenal, that team. These kids are great. They play hard. They play the right way. They're a very, very dangerous team. I think it says how good this league is, just when you have kind of quality teams like that at the top. But tonight, it's always easier when you win. But regardless, it was just a great college basketball game. You wish both teams could win because the kids put so much into it. Everyone cares so much. They're coming off a conference championship. So I take my hat off to Iona. I just have really a lot of respect, and we want to get to where they are.
Steve, if you could expound on the situation with the MAC, I mean, this really is one of the best league races, regardless of stature throughout college basketball. Tonight, I mean, 2 classic rivals going at it, overtime game, such a tremendous statement for this conference. Can you speak to what it's been like to be involved in this? I'm sure it's been enjoyment, stress, and everything up to this point and going forward.
It's been fun. It's been fun, and I blame you guys a lot because I don't think this conference, because I like to blame you guys, but I don't think this conference, you have Billy Barron's one of the best players in the country. You have Sean Armano's one of the best players in the country. You have Iona's one of the best offensive teams in the country. You have us, who I think is one of the best defensive teams in the country. You have Quinnipiac, the best rebounding team in the country. We're not talking about the MAC, we're talking about the country. So for people to say, well, it's a one-bid league, why? Why is it a one-big league? You mean to tell me Iona, Manhattan, Quinnipiac, Canisius aren't going to give a 5-seed or a 4-seed a heck of a night? There are some very good coaches and there's some really, really good players. And I think because you get labeled that they're in the MAC, well, it should just be a one-bid league, and they're just, they belong at that level. These guys across the board could play at a very high level. I haven't seen the top this good in a while. Going back to even my days when I was here as an assistant, I don't know if you have 4 teams as good as these top 4 teams right now. I don't say that bragging about us, more so about the other 3 teams. They're terrific, and I don't want to play any of them. I hope they all get eliminated early. I'm hoping he's typical Mike. When he stubs his toe, he's out a month. So I'm hoping he's just being a little dramatic. He's an acting major, so I'm hoping he likes the attention. But it swelled up pretty bad. I don't know if I haven't had a chance to get him. He's getting x-rayed right now. We're going to see where he stands. I'll get with him tonight. We'll see. I'll talk to Ez. We got to get ready for Canisius right away. Quick turnaround. We have a ton of injuries right now, as does everybody. And it takes a lot of character to play through it. But I can't answer how bad he is right now. It's intense because it's such a, normally it's the coaches kind of checkmate, check. The players, AJ English, how many game winners has he hit? You see him shooting the ball at the game line, you almost expect it to go in because he's done it so much. Emmy, you almost expect to make the game-winning play because he's done it so much. You could almost script it how this is going to go. And I just thought the players, the best came out in the players tonight. And I think that's what's so awesome about this. The players played the game, and they played at a really high level. It's very stressful, it's very tense, but it's fun. This is what we're built for, this is what I always built for, and you have fun doing it. Hybrid 4s there are, because you can do so many things. When he's passive, and what I call him, he's trying to probe and think pass first, is when he gets in trouble. But he has such good instincts. He's been playing this game since he was, an infant. And he has such great basketball instincts. He's played in so many games that when he's in attack mode, it's second nature to him. And you saw that tonight. He wasn't thinking. When he thinks, he gets in trouble. When he reacts, he's tremendous. And that's that's a gift. That's a great luxury I have as a coach. If you looked at him at Rice Christ the King, those were his best games. He got up for big games when he played on the national team. He loves the big moments. He lives for it. Certain kids are built for it. Certain kids, they struggle with it. He's one of those kids that loves the big stage, loves the big moment, and he showed that tonight. And that's in you. That's not nothing I did, or that's Emmy gets the credit for that. That's just, in his DNA.
What about Rhamel?
Do you envision that with the Canisius game, having to make some sort of a judgment call about the value of winning the game versus value of giving a guy like Alvarado 9 days to get better?
I will. Knowing Mike, I'm going to have to talk him out of playing. And that's really, I'm not a doctor. I put that on my trainer and my medical staff. They'll come to me, they'll give me their suggestion, I listen to their suggestion. This summer, I'm going to apply to med school, so I'll have a degree in that. But for right now, I'm going to trust my trainers. If they tell me he's not 100%, he's not going to play. And it's really that simple for us, because like you said, there is a bigger picture. We want to beat Canisius. We want to win the game. We have to play to win the game. But I'm not going to, if my guys aren't 100%, I can't put them out there. He is, I will miss him so much coaching that young man because of his character. Whatever you tell him to do, these seniors do. Rhamel, I need you to read it. Okay, coach, I got it. George, I need you to get a bucket. Okay, coach, I'll get it. It's just, they're just such great kids. Rhamel, he was at 62%, I believe, from the free throw line. I don't even talk about free throws because he put so much pressure on himself. We know he's 2 for 18 in his last 2 games. But I know he's going to make up for it in other areas. He's going to get a game-winning block, a game-winning rebound. It's not like he's just going to hang his head and say, oh, it's not my night. That's not Rhamel Brown's fabric. He has so much pride in the right way that he comes through for you. You can count on him. He should be like an insurance company. Just, you out of trouble all the time. Rhamel Brown Insurance.
Coach, you get so many.
Because New York kids are the most difficult kids to coach at times because they've been pampered so much and told how good they are from a young age. So then they get around it and they all think they're really good and you have to break them down real quick. There's a great, like Rashawn and Mike have an unbelievable bond that's just really special. Rhamel and Rich have an unbelievable bond that's just really special. And then there's certain kids, like, you got to be careful now. You start recruiting Rice and Preston King kids, they might not pass each other, but I'm just kidding when Rice was open. So there's different cliques, but I think New York City kids are very special because they have such pride about their basketball game. Their identity is basketball, unlike any other young men in the country. They, like Emmy said, Emmy blocked that shot because he didn't want to hear about it all summer, playing pickup at UDC and 155th and 145th and Kingdom and all the different tournaments. He didn't want to hear about it. So that's why he blocked. That's where it's great because it is such a good rivalry. Whether it's with your teammates or with your opponents, you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear about, my boy from Transit Tech got you, or my guy from St. Raymond's got you. You're going to hear about it. So, and they know that.
And sort of a follow-up, is that...
you look at our roster, Chicago, North Carolina, California, Kentucky. We recruit nationally. It just so happens, though, if we have a kid in New York who wants to come play for us, who fits our needs and fits our profile, we want him. What's better than that? What's better tonight than the Emmy story, right? New York City kid stays home from Rice, 28, wherever he has ESPN2, game-winning plays. What's a better story than this? He should be, that should be the faith. That's what's good about this game and this college basketball locally. This is what we should be talking about. We shouldn't be talking about someone who loses or a kid who missed a buzzer beater. Praise the kids who stay home and do well. Be positive about it. And when you do that, I think you'll see New York City basketball come back around because it is down right now across the board. And we got to get it back up. Us New Yorkers have to bring it back. And I don't mean this in the wrong way. I don't think people want to really watch the game tonight, take the names off the shirt, and let's just talk basketball. Let's have basketball people talk basketball. These teams you're seeing, the 4 teams I mentioned, you put them on a neutral site, and you put them as a 13-4 game, that 4 teams in trouble. You put them in a 5-12, I'm not saying we'll win. I'm saying they're gonna be, oh my God, we drew Iona. Oh my God, we drew Quinnipiac. That's not who you want to play. I've been there as a 1 seed playing Siena. That wasn't fun for us. That game went to, they beat Ohio State, then we get them in the second round. When this league is good, these teams are terrific. And I just think we're so stereotyped, well, it's a 1-bid league. This isn't a 1-bid league this year. This is not a 1-bid league. Look at these teams. Canisius has Notre Dame beat, goes down to the wire at their place. Iona's is good. They're terrific. We go on the road. We're one of the best road teams in the country. Quinnipiac's front line is as good. Put their front line up against anyone. Who are you going to put in a 7 team in a BCS conference? Is better than these two? I don't buy it. I just don't buy it.
Steve, you lost to Iona on January 31st.
Why you bring that up?
Come back and win this game. Now, it seems like the difference between winning this game and losing this game is huge to your team going forward. Can you just say how much this win meant to your team?
I think you want to go into your conference tournament with your head up and feeling good about yourself. This was a feel good. I don't know what Iona was last year going through the tournament, but I know they like, I don't know if you guys remember the stat, they like lost 5 out of 6 by like, I think a total of 12 points. It was some ridiculous stat. I don't remember the exact numbers. And then they got on a great roll. Is it nice to win it? Yeah, but we won 9 out of 11, I think, last year, and we lost in the finals, so it didn't, and you look at Iona on the flip side, it's all about how you handle yourself. I'd much rather win and have momentum than have to get our heads up, so I'm very happy with that. But if you lose, it's not the end all. You know, you can bounce back from it. I've seen teams do it. It's harder, but you can do it. I thought early on, and that's actually, Brian, it's the best question you had. I thought early on, you know, you're looking, I only shoot 71% from 3, and just like, golly, they are good. I mean, we're rotating, and we're making our second and third rotations, and most teams by that time are turning it over against us, and Iona's hitting the next pass. I mean, they're such a good passing team, and then they're shooting 71% from 3, I think, at the 12-minute timeout. And I just kept saying to myself, there's no way. I said, if they keep doing this all night, they're a top 15 team. Forget, you know, they're as good as anyone, because I didn't think they could shoot that way all night. I thought we got them down to 37% from the 3, and we only gave them 4 in the second half, and we didn't give them any in the overtime, which I thought was a big part. And then we held them to 39%. But you got to, and that's what I give our kids credit for. We stayed with our game plan. Even though early on they had great success against us, which they did, we did a good job of kind of staying within battle.
Thanks, Coach.